This series of videos I call Understanding Pinball. I filmed these over 20 years ago, in 1989, and I show you on each game that it's more than just flipping the flippers. There's actually a really neat set of rules on how to play each game. I hope you enjoy them. Could Bally's Elektra, released in December of '81, be their only true three-level playfield game? We'll show you that in a moment. First, look in the center bottom and you will see a digit, the Elektra unit counter. This is used in determining how much time you can play on this small playfield located in the center of the Elektra playfield. In the advertising cycle, that center playfield will light up and the outer rim playfield lights will go out, making quite a dramatic look.
Prepare for the gamma dimension.
I'm going to show you first the actual playfield and how it's constructed underneath. The mini playfield is secured by two screws here. Once these are removed, the playfield will swing down. The playfield has its own ball, of course. Here's the plexiglass window that covers the playfield. But what's interesting to know is that this plexiglass doesn't have a seam here. Instead, the entire lower playfield is covered by this plastic. A side view of this plexiglass reveals here, as you can see, that it's quite thick, and consequently it covers the entire level 2 of the playfield. The manual refers to the top part as level 1, this middle part is level 2, and of course the inside is level 3. Starting a game shuts all the lights out on the playfield for a moment. Watch.
Entering the radiant dimension, Elektra.
There are two lane switches that produce sound. This first one is also used to collect the bonus, but at the top of this ramp before it enters the top playfield, there are two more star rollovers that only seem to make a slightly different noise than the bottom rollover. So when the ball shoots up, it sounds something like this. Once it's through this gate, the ball seems natural to hit this 10-pointer here, or on the other side, or better yet, this flipper here. I can hit these targets here. Hitting the targets in order, and this is a memory holdover feature too, will light this lane here. Now the computer is strobing the lights in this direction. That will change after a few moments and go the other way. As long as your ball can hit 3 or 4 of these switches in the right direction, the game will give you credit for that shot. And it will light one of the arrows here, the first one that's not lit, which will be the 4. Another way of lighting the arrows is hitting this ball into one of these drop targets. In addition to increasing your bonus 2, 3, and then 5, you'll also spot one of the flashing arrows. The game will say and spot your target here. Now, there's 5, one more. All 3 are lit now. On your lower playfield here near the slingshots, your 2, 3 times bonus, and on the other side, your 5 times bonus is connected to that captive ball at the top. Hitting these targets in any order will make them glow solid and light your lock ball there. This is also turned on this special rollover here but it's on a timer. It only stays on for 10 seconds, where you can get a free game, and then it's off for 10 seconds. We'll lock a ball up.
Satellite Alpha in position.
And that means the next ball is in the shooter lane. We never hit that decapitated ball one last time. When you hit that, then you get 5 times your bonus, of course, but most important, it starts flashing this light here. It means every time you hit it while it's flashing, you will get 10 Elektra units. Remember that digit up here in the head? We've already built up 12. Now, so far, we've gotten them by hitting these targets when they're flashing. Notice targets score 2 Elektra units when flashing. So if we hit this, we will now have 22. We can't get any more units until that's flashing again on another ball. I'm just dying to get this special though. Couldn't resist. Let's now look at the lower playfield. Down the left side of the playfield, you'll notice 5 blue lights in front of 5 blue targets. These have to be hit in the order they're flashing. However, your left flipper button moves the lights. In addition to scoring 2 Elektra units, when you hit the first one, watch. 3 are now flashing. The flipper button can move those 3. On all 3, then 5. That is a setting that you can do on the computer too. You can have it go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if you prefer to make it harder. Once the 5 have been hit, it lights the lock ball on the other side of the middle playfield. Now, if I had just one ball locked up top, I could release that ball simply by hitting 1, 2, and 3 again, and it would release the ball, and I'd have 2-ball multi-ball. The same goes with this one here. If I had one ball locked here, to release that, I'd hit the center 3 targets here. If both balls are locked up in the flashing holes though,
Satellite Beta in position.
they both release automatically. Let's look at these center 3 targets. They're lit by a red bulb. When these are hit in any order the first time, it opens your gate here. Now if you hit them a second time, it will light this arrow, flashing to make sure you know you did it, and our arrow to collect the bonus. When the ball rolls through here and hits this switch, it'll close the gate, and then you'll collect your bonus, whatever it is. Now if you go through the gate and collect your bonus, you have to start over, so you'd have to hit it 2 more times again. If you don't go through the gate and you hit it a 3rd time, the game will spot 2 blue lights over here. A 4th time, we'll spot 2 more targets over here. Now we're up to 5. And a 5th time, we'll light your left out lane for 10 Elektra units, and it'll turn on the specials, which alternate on left or right out lane. The slingshot, or either spinner, will alternate those 2 specials quite well too. Now once you hit your center targets here, your 5th time, you can't reset it by going through the bonus arrow. The specials will stay lit until you finally do score that special by rolling down either lit lane. Elektra also has a novel way of getting an extra ball. You do this by simply locking up both balls. There's ball 1, ball 2, and here you'll see the shoot again come on, and in the back glass, right here, and here. One final note, going into this hole here, will turn on the spinners. Notice too there are 4 ways up to the upper playfield, but only 3 ways down. These 2 are open, and this last one's open. This gate keeps the ball from going down too easily and kind of feeds it into that flip. This of course brings us to the bottom playfield, the most interesting part of Elektra. As you can see, we've got 16 Elektra units built up on the playfield. To access this playfield, you simply have to drain your ball. It means after a regular ball of play, anytime you have more than 6 Elektra units built up in that digit in the back, the game will automatically go to this playfield. It will turn out all the playfield lights on the top through a triac and turn the bottom lights on. And then you have so many seconds to play as many shots as you can without losing the ball. Even if the ball drains, it kicks it out again. Watch. First I get credit for my bonus.
Prepare for the gamma dimension.
We'll go into detail about what to hit down here in a moment. It's immediately shot back onto the playfield endlessly. After the countdown goes below 10 and starts to count, the numbers start to flash. Finally, when it gets down to 0, the game announces this. And then you're out of luck. No more shots.
Elektra time has expired.
The lights turn off. The regular playfield. I've set the playfield up again so you can see the bottom and see how the scoring is done. While it's in this position though, it's interesting to note that in the back glass, the computer is strobing the lights going down into the electric creature here. In regular gameplay, the computer is moving lights in the circle that's around her. You can actually get an extraordinary amount of points while you're in this playfield here. Right now the Elektra unit is counting down its time, and you'll hear the game announce that there's no more time. So,
Elektra time has expired.
But as long as your ball doesn't go over that switch, you can continue playing down here as long as you need to. The features down here are quite simple. Targets 1, 2, 3 on this side, 4, 5, and 6. If you can complete these in order, and the lights will stay on, you'll light your 2 times here, and you'll also light an arrow for that direction. Now, if you do it out of order, you have to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to light that same thing. Now watch. In order, hit this for 10,000, and you'll now get 2 times everything here. It also lights this, so you get 1,000 every time you roll over it. It will move the arrow to the other side if you make the complete mushroom turn there. Now, if you hit 1, 2, and 3 here, once again, every time you hit a lit target, this is before you hit any other targets or anything, you will advance your Elektra double bonus here. So 10,000 times 2 is 20,000. You can get incredible points down here. Now, hitting 4, 5, and 6 will turn the lights off again, but both lanes are now lit. Now to get that bonus to move again, you must have 1, 2, and 3, or 4, 5, and 6. As long as all 3 are lit, before you complete another bank, that will continue going up. And of course, once your ball finally drains, it'll count up twice by hitting 2 more blue targets there. 1 more. My special at the bottom is lit now. I got 12 Elektra units.
Prepare for the gamma dimension.
I'd like to get this in order just once. No, it won't be this time. 3 units left. I'm almost out of time. Let's see how long I can keep this ball rolling. Okay, my last ball now. If I can hit those 3 targets up top, it'll open my gate on the right side here. I only need to hit 1 more. Now, I just used my lane change here, but I've only got 4 units left. That's the end of my game.
You have been exposed to radiation. Will you return?